Yo, yo, what's good, y'all? Excuse me. This is Brother Devin, and I got a special treat for you guys. This this is video clips from the Portal to Pan celebration where people that knew Panic personally, um, I did too, even though it was uh, telecommunication and virtual via Facebook Messenger video. Okay, um, I was supposed to make it to the Portals of Pan celebration back in November, but unfortunately, I did not have transportation to make it there. So, a sister by the name of Sister Nana, who also happened to be one of Brother Panic's devout students, she went there on my behalf. And so this is my gift from me to y'all. Enjoy.
It would have been bad for me not to be here because Panic changed my life. Like, when I heard Panic say he was throwing that deity party, I already put it in the air. Like, for years I've been having dreams about black cats. I love cats, right? I'm always having dreams about panthers and shit like that. Even got Black Panther tatted on my left hand, right? And wouldn't you know, I met a fine-ass black woman dressed as Bass for that party. And we've been on ever since. She right there in the house. So I want to thank Panic and Weezy. Y'all did a good thing.
Yo, look, Look, I knew Panic for 20 years.
Yes.
2004, I met him January the 10th. January the 11th, we had the election. January the 12th, my teacher passed. January the 11th, me and Brother Panic met. We was at LIU.
Yeah, we did that.
Brooklyn, New York. All right? So that was early 2004. So here it is, going into 2024. I just got to say, Panic is the realest nigga that I ever got a chance to meet. All right? No doubt about it. Hands down. All right? And when I think about this guy, which has been every day since I first heard the news, I can't lie. I've been thinking about him every single day. You know? So I'm just saying that when I first heard it, number one, I was shocked. Number two, I had to give praise to the God. Because I had to say to myself, you are what you have been from the beginning that I met you. And as the brother just said, to the beginning of this new life. There's no doubt about it. All right?
I'm so glad we got a chance to meet Brother Panic. I told Ali this morning, I said, poor Panic. And he looked at me and said, he's saying poor Kadira. Like, you the one still here? It just feels good to be in a room full of people who loved and honored him. I just lift up Sister Khadijah because she's the epitome of how you handle a situation like this. I'm just honored to be around all of y'all. I can't wait to get down with all of y'all. You know, so just honors. Handling him.
Yeah, believe.
I was in Panic's first round of classes. And at that time, he said, you know, send in your money and give me your phone number. And he called me, and we had this like 3-4 hour phone conversation. Man, it's just like, that's how it always was. And he's like, here, take my number, call when you need. And I'm like, I'm never gonna call you because I know you don't want that type of thing. I'm not gonna be all, swinging, basically, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my utmost respect. The best thing that I got from him, though, is I finally got to see a man of power treat his woman right.
Right.
That's what I took away. That's the best takeaway. I done seen some stuff happening at the various lectures and at whatever, in the times that I got to be in his space. And that brother never faltered. And I am so thankful for having that influence in this community. And so, Khadijah, much respect. Much respect wherever you at, Queen. Much respect.
One thing before bro get on there, I just want to say, Panic was very big on everybody understanding themselves. And I want everybody in here to understand that you have to understand yourself before you can really be able to tap in what it is that you need to tap into. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how many books we open and all that shit, you feel me? Like, you have to understand self first. And that was just, you know what I'm saying? So I want that to be understood as far as who Panic was. I mean, for the folks that understand Panic, they already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing that it's a lot of individuals that don't know Panic. Panic was never the individual that said, come worship me. He was never that nigga. Panic would tell your ass, no, don't listen to me. Fuck what I'm talking about. Yeah, you gotta learn. We have to learn. That's what this shit is about. That's what it's about. So I just want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, we can definitely praise my pops, our pops, you know what I'm saying, as the man he is, as the king, the God he is, you know what I'm saying, but also understand who you are, you know what I'm saying, and take your time to do the due diligence of learning you know what I'm saying. It's not about praise. He don't give a fuck about you praising him. Praise yourself. If you praising yourself, he's gonna love that even more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No tap. How y'all? Yeah, so I'll be real quick, man. I just want to say, man, like, I was one of them brothers that everybody's talking about right now that just like knew him and loved him and never met him. And I would eat 10, 15, 20 grams of mushrooms and just study his tapes for hours, days, wouldn't eat, went fast. And I literally, I called him to my birthday. I finally went to a ceremony, the ceremony the brothers talking about in North Carolina. And I got there late, standing room only, can't get in the room. So I'm sitting outside talking to Khadijah. Me and Khadijah building for like 2 hours. I tell her that
It's like over in New York. What I heard, there's a cross connection between Michigan and New York, so there's similarities. But I just wanted to swing by and say I appreciate Panic because before he started doing his classes, the brother came through to me in my dream and actually took his Bachman chain off and put it on my neck. And from there, I knew that there was something serious about this guy. He just had some type of knowledge that he wanted to give. And as soon as I heard that he passed, the first thing in my mind was like, man, like what integrity and character he had to actually stand up and give this message to all those wonderful black folks. You know what I'm saying? Here in America, he understood the plight that we had. And getting outside of that African persona, I know it's gonna hurt a few of our, egos. It hurt my ego to hear, a lot, But I took that message in, I internalized it, and I produced results. And his class was golden. My life changed as a result. I'm not trying to come up with the economic plan or anything, you know what I'm saying? But I got my own business up and running. It was the competency that he instilled through his message that I think he really brought to the planet, you know what I'm saying, across the world. So peace to God Pan, the archetype, you know what I'm saying, and how that archetype wanted to, present itself here, physically on earth. And we should all definitely be celebrating. He brought the pharaonic knowledge and the ISIS thesis and put it back in the hands of Negroes. Thank you, Panic. You know what I'm saying? He is in the astral world right now, and he has access to the Akashic records. Could you imagine what's being downloaded in all of our psyches right now? Just by having a connection to him? Come on. It's time to rise up, gain up in power. Let's go.
For myself. I can remember when I first got a panic pack, and I'm a nurse, so I was working hard at my job, and I hotboxed my car with this panic pack and went to work, and I didn't have any work. Like, my patients were being discharged, everyone else is working hard, and I'm just sitting on the side like, oh, I guess this is how it works. But I did get lazy. I was like, well, all I have to do is smoke the panic pack, but I realized that was my time to start reading more, to put more work in, to get further. So And when I did the consultation with Panic and Khadijah, just to feel their balance in their love, the masculine, the feminine, just how they worked, it was just a beautiful thing to witness. And I just want to say thank you to Brother Panic, and I appreciate everything he did.
I guess it's my turn. Never would have made it. You gotta excuse me, I'm a little nervous. It's my first time talking in front of this many people, but I had to do what I had to do for my brother. You know what I'm saying? He gave me the confidence to be up here, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was woke until I listened to Panic. He brought me all the way back down to the root chakra. Let me know what the ego is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful I took his class, got a chance to meet him in Nashville, all that good stuff, met a lot of great people through him. I didn't know anything about the occult. I used to be scared of the dark. I used to sleep with my mama till I was like 16. I'm just playing. Yo, I do appreciate everything I've learned thus far because I struggled with identity crisis for the longest. And anything I put my heart in, I'm devoted to it. I was a devoted Christian. I just wanted to know the truth. And I guess your heart leads you to the right direction. So I was led to Bobby, then I was led to Panic, then I met Khadijah, did my Akashic record reading. It's like the more I learn about who I am, the less I struggle with identity crisis. The more I be confident nowadays. It's like me battling that depression and that suicidal stuff and all that stuff. The more I learn about myself and Dr. Aleem's class, I appreciate you too, my brother. B.O.B. where you went, let it shine. Let it shine. He is somewhere. But anywho, I appreciate all y'all for being here tonight. Yeah, that's all I gotta say for now. I'll see y'all next time. Over and out. Never would have made.
All I say is, Waffle Man! Waffle Man! Hey, man, I'm gonna say this straight up, like, I'm gonna keep it real short. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of us did, like, I ran into Bobby first, right? And coming from the streets, like, you need somebody to talk to you real rough. Like, I came from the streets, like, I ain't hearing that, oh, you need to, fuck your humanity, fuck the people, fuck black people. I care about what's on the inside of you. That's what this shit about, bro. Like, if he give us nothing, like, it's about what's on the inside of you. Everybody in this motherfucker got problems with their ego, with self-identity. We all got that shit. But like he said, like, it's the subtle parts that you will find, like, damn, why did I react like this? Damn, why did I respond like this? Them little parts we're supposed to be working on to get ourselves better. You know what I'm saying? Get us to that Godhead, or what my niggas say, we titans. We before the God. You know what I'm saying? The God's made after us. So, like, I just want to say one thing, like, I respect this dude to the utmost, to the fullest, and the most powerful thing that I seen from him, bro, was his love for Khadijah. Like, that soulmate shit, like, that shit right there. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, like, that shit right there is powerful. And I really appreciate that, like, if you can pay attention to, like, after he did the How to Die and Not to Come Back, you see a total change in his energy. When he said he had that sit down with his sons and Khadijah, he still figured out, he still had that heart, that something was still holding on to his heart. And I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Even though that level of a teacher, he still let you know, like, the work still got to be put in.
Right.
And that's all I got to say, like, one love to the dark love, Pippin wanting will. Yeah. Pippin wanting will one time for my nigga, man.
Say, you know, Khadijah is definitely handling this with a lot more grace than I would if I lost a soulmate. So, shout out to her. I think it's, you know, from what everybody's saying, it's obvious that Panic changed so many people's life, whether you met him or didn't. I did have the pleasure of meeting him twice. The first time I met him, I was on my knees and knuckles, y'all. I mean, I was broke as hell. When I say I was squeezing, putting 2 dimes together, trying to, you know, make it. And he had a lecture in Detroit. And I scraped up all my little bit of money to go and make sure I had a little bit of money, make sure he got penny packs and all that. And I met him, and I had told him about this manifestation I did. And then I was kind of embarrassed about it afterwards, because I was like, damn, I had made niggas in Detroit look like we was desperate. Because I was working on my manifestation and healing. And I said, what can I manifest that you would never see? And I was like, I want some fried chicken skins. Because you know, like that's the best part of fried chicken is the skin, right? And lo and behold, it was a restaurant that started selling fried chicken skins. Oh. Right? So I told Panic about this, and then later on I heard him on, I think it might have been Rich Show or somebody, and he was like, yeah, niggas in Detroit is desperate. I was like damn. But, I like to eat, whatever, as you can tell, but anyway. But yeah, I just want to say, like, Panic changed my life when I heard and seen it. The actually first person I seen posted was King Simon, and I was like, wow. In disbelief, I cried, you know, because it felt like I was losing an uncle. And just last but not least, I would always have the question, what do you do when you get to the other side? And Panic answered that question with so many lectures. Like, he was the teacher that appeared every time I had a question. So, that's it.
Hey, look. Just like everybody else that spoke, you know, Panic changed my life for the better. Don't know where my life would be without him. I ain't gonna really get too much into all that, man. He's been my mentor spiritually since like 2017. And on the cool, I never in a million years thought that, well, I kind of thought, but I ain't know, that I would really get to know the nigga, you know what I'm saying? And we took his class, me and my wife ended up taking all Khadijah classes, and we got most so cool with Khadijah, you know? And that was cool. I met Panic that way and all that shit, it was cool. And it was just one day, you know, my wife and Khadijah on the phone, I'm sitting on the couch. And they talking about me, you hear me? You know, like I ain't there, you know what I'm saying? But I'm right there. And I get a text from Khadijah like, hey Jarvis, how you doing? You all right? Do you want to talk to Panic? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, man. You know, this some personal shit. I'm like, man, I don't really want to talk to this nigga. You know, he like on some spiritual shit, this some personal shit. I don't really want to talk to this nigga. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna talk to this nigga. That nigga called me. That nigga like, yo, son. Hey, I heard Nada and Khadijah talking, and I asked Khadijah, like, man, what job is she? Like, he right there. I'm like, damn, son. He was like, man, I feel bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, me and the nigga stayed on the phone by 2 hours, 2.5 hours, dude. And that's when I realized, like, dog, this nigga is really my brother.
1 minute.
And from then on, bro, he was really my brother, dude. We talked every day, either talk or text. And what I really loved about that nigga was he was just a real ass nigga. When you take away the consciousness, the spirituality, all that shit, he was just a real ass nigga. And we connected on some shit, man. We both had the same sense of humor, a dark ass, crazy sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? And I really miss that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know he not gone. I got access to him like I never had him before. And I'm just so grateful I got to know the nigga on a real personal level. You know what I'm saying? He really became my friend, my brother for real. And so, man, I just want to say, Panic, I love you, my nigga.
No doubt.
And keep doing your motherfucking thing, for real.
search, that's something for me to enhance. Really want to carry us. And just with the message of alias. Various chickens who want to marry us.
I love you, Dr. Panic. AWP, Ascend with Power. Ashe. Baphomet, nigga. Panrific.